welcome to Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City, a black and gold mosh pit where the Hawkeyes are ready to swarm. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport, a rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the Iowa State Cyclones, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Iowa Hawkeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Cyclones will kick it away first. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Iowa's offense takes the field. And there he is. To this team's fans, he is a heroic figure. He is the guy who can lead them to the promised land.
This guy has been in big games, in big moments, and he's delivered for his football team. It never seems like a situation is just too big for him. This obviously is a huge game. I cannot wait to see this guy compete.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. They'll leave it with him. Still running at the 40. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
I bet that running back's eyes got so big when he gets that handoff going to the right. He sees the huge holes. Yes, please.
The defense just didn't flow quickly enough. All of the blockers had leverage on their men.
Man, that defensive line has to get off the ball a little bit better, get some penetration to stop that outside run.
Quickly complete. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's McNamara. Going over the top. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
He'll just keep slinging it. Spits it out to the back. The throw to the outside is complete. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
The Hawkeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Give to the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
At this part of the field in the red zone, offensively, you're bringing all these tight ends in the game. You'd like to be more physical at the point of attack. That's why you're bringing the big bodies in, but they couldn't get it done up front, and as a result, it's a negative play.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Running back searching for a hole. Works his way ahead for about 3. It's down at the 8. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Looking downfield, it's McNamara. Fires to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Hawkeye. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they finish things off with an 8-yard toss to the score. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll return it. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So Iowa State's offense will get the ball for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Got his man on the right. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
After that last big gainer, they'll put it in play. 1st and 10 from their own 49. From the shotgun, the inside give. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass, it's Beck. He makes the connection. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Snagged in the middle. It's Green. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. Finds his target down the middle.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
After that last completion, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
From the red zone, it's Hansen. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Well, it's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. We've seen some nice plays throwing it, and how about that one running it too? Great push up front.
This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. Use the play fake, now to throw. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
That is how you set the tone. First and goal, the offense set up in great position. Nice job rushing the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, getting him in the ground, and now getting him in a second down and long situation.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. To throw, it's Beck. He's got it. And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2.
Well, they're working the slot receiver on a drag route here. He's just kind of fighting his way through the traffic. He's able to come out the other side and present a nice target for the quarterback.
So loud it's rattling your fillings on 3rd and goal. Trying to barge their way in. And he's knocked down.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here.
Yeah, I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Splits the uprights, it's good. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. Here's the return from inside his 10. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
So after the first down run, here's 2nd down. They'll give it to Johnson. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Dropping back, it's McNamara. Release to the back. Working that left side now. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup. He went for it. He attacked it. Got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times.
And the Hawkeyes getting set on 1st and 10. They go to the ground. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Give that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Let's see if he can find some room behind the left tackle. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Trying play action. Throws for the tight end. He's got it. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Just beautiful, and that's a great feeling as a quarterback when you make that throw. It keeps your offense on the field, keeps the offense in rhythm. Obviously not as good as throwing a touchdown pass, but I'll tell you this, way better than having to trot off over to the bench and wait for your turn to get another shot.
Off the play fake on first down. Got a man, it's Lachey. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
Pulls and fires complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
They need 1 yard on third down to keep this one going. This will be the 8th play of the drive. Pressure coming. Pulls it in. It's Johnson. He stopped quickly, but not before he has enough for the first down.
Well, not down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. The handoff to Johnson. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa! That touchdown was a clinic in keeping your offense on the field and wearing the other defense out.
Sometimes your best defense is your own offense, being able to stay on the field. You're absolutely right, Reese. That was a clinic. Running the ball, playing at great rhythm and pace, QB making good, smart decisions, and not shooting yourselves in the foot. No penalties, no turnovers. It doesn't get any better than that last drive.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Pocket starts to collapse. Makes the catch. It's Green. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. What do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now 2nd down. The give out of the gun. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. And the Cyclones will punt this one away. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. They'll give it to Johnson. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
Listen, defense is about energy. It's about passion. It's about physicality. They need a little bit more of that. Get the guy in the ground. You can't let guys break tackles. What could have been set up in a long yardage situation, now it becomes an easier situation because you couldn't get him on the ground.
Dropping back, it's McNamara. He's got his man. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down.
When you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
They'll run it from the gun. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Off play action. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. They'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Wide out in motion. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Finds his tight end.
That's a nice play on offense there. And how about the tight end getting out of his stance and working his way across the field, using his speed to clear the defense and make the catch.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Now the play fake. Right down the middle. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. It'll be third and short from their own 33. They'll try to run for it. Just buried it. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
The Cyclones come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air, it's Beck. Fires to the middle. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
Oh, that hit him in a bad spot, right in the hands. Great play. You still get a pass breakup, but, man, that could have been an interception by the defender there. Nice break on the football, but secure that big fella and get the six. Get the pick six.
Wants to fire on second down. Shoots it to the left. Makes a connection. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Off play action on first down. Got him downfield. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Catch in the middle, it's Jackson. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
And the Cyclones have pushed it inside the 20. Give to the back. Not a lot there. Picks up 1 inside the 20 to the 19.
Now that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
3rd down, and this crowd will blow out a vocal cord to help this defense. Back to throw, it's Beck. Using the quick game. Tackled, but he has a 1st down. You know this sophomore has a big arm, and there were some revolutions on that one.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Leaves it with the back. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
At the 7-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Looking for a gap. It's Hansen. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. Those guys, those running backs coming, they just need a mitt. They put 1 mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Getting some heat.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. And this one ought to be nice and easy, a 22-yard attempt. And it's right down the boulevard.
That makes the score. Iowa 14, Iowa State 6.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Looking to throw, it's McNamara. Fires to the big fella. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
They'll give it to the back. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get 1st downs, and ultimately get some points.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. makes a reverse. Shakes off the tackle. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
Great discipline by the backside of the defense. This is my gap. This is where I'm supposed to be. Ball goes away, so be it. I got to stay home. Stays home, makes a great play for a loss.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
The Hawkeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. They're trying to seal the edge off right tackle. They knock him down right there.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Running back goes in motion. To the air, it's Beck. Gets it out fast. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a run.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. The Cyclones pick up the 1st down.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the 1st down.
And a nice job up front, too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go, hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
And the Cyclones have it with a 1st and 10. On the run, it's Hansen. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's got it again. Nice move to pick up yardage. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
I think you run that play on 2nd down knowing it's going to make 3rd down easy. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know 3rd down, everything's on the table, everything's available, high success rate.
Will they keep it on the ground again here on 3rd down? Dumps it to the back. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball and force the incompletion.
The Cyclones line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Catches it cleanly at the 20. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. The give to the tailback. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Just feeds the running back. Nice move to stay on his feet. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or game tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
After the strong run on 2nd down, 3rd down coming. Do they do it again? Goes to the option. The pitch.
When a running back has had as much success as this guy's had so far, listen, defense has got to cue in. They got to cue in to him. He's priority number 1, number 2, and number 3. That's a good start to maybe turning this defensive effort around.
And the Hawkeyes send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Let's see what he can do with it. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Iowa State sending the offense back out. Hand off from the shotgun. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Looking for a man. It's Beck. He finds a dead spot in the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
They just find ways to find the big fellas. Those big tight ends are huge targets for the quarterbacks. The throws are usually in between the numbers. That makes it pretty easy. Usually sure-handed guys like that just come across the field and make plays for you.
The give to the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Hey, we're getting close to halftime, and it looks as if the big fella wants to be all over the highlights.
Goodness gracious, he is open. When he leaves the huddle, apparently he's open. A ton of catches already early in this ball game. They are featuring him and finding him.
They'll try to power their way ahead. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet. Right there, I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on third down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's 3rd and long or 3rd and inches, you just have to go execute, and they do it.
After the misfire, now on 2nd down. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And oftentimes running backs love draw plays because there's less traffic in front of them. The offensive line is selling pass, the quarterback's selling pass. They don't get the handoff until the very last possible second, so the D-line's rushed way upfield, and now it's so much easier for these backs to find their holes and pick their lanes.
Looking to throw, it's Beck. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
I personally love aggressive defense. I love it. Bringing the strong safety down, blitzing that sucker in there to get the quarterback. Boom. Get that guy on the ground. Nice aggressive play call by the defense.
And the Cyclones will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. And no shot at a return here as the punt goes out of bounds. Iowa has the ball back on offense. It's reverse. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6.
It's so easy to let your eyes lie to you, to see the ball kind of go the other way. What's my assignment? My assignment is to make sure I contain on the backside. Great job by the defense, not getting fooled, playing their assignment, making the play.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. Now on 2nd down. The handoff to Johnson. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
No doubt, offense wants to keep running the football to win this game, but I'm wondering if they're starting to go to the well too often. They got to start showing some new wrinkles here in the second half.
Movement here from the tight end. They give it to him again. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
Timeout, Iowa State.
The Hawkeyes will bring the punt team onto the field.
On to punt it away.
He's got it. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. He'll come out throwing on first down. Feeling some heat. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
Second down.
They'll line up for a second down play. Looking downfield, it's Beck. Throws to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third down, going up top. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Guys, it's been an entertaining first half, and not a lot of time left to put some more points on the board.
No, but you got this possession right here to maybe go into the half tied up. So, good first half, but a great way, Jesse, to end this first half.
Yeah, you'd love to take that momentum into the second half. And listen, this offense practices 2-minute every single week for this exact situation. They'd love to be able to go generate a few more points before taking it into the locker room.
Makes the catch and steps out of bounds, but short of the first down marker. Receivers work tirelessly, tapping that toe along the sideline, and it just looks so natural for him.
Yeah, it can't just be pat and go all the time, right? Reese just jogging down the field, the ball hits you right in stride. You got to be able to make awkward body catches and do it getting your feet in bounds. That was sweet.
They'll try to get it through the air. It's complete to the left. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
That is going to drive this defensive coordinator nuts. A lot of DCs, they focus a ton of energy on how their unit performs on third down and in the red zone. If this defense gives up a couple more third down conversions like that, they're going to be in for a very unpleasant film session.
He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. And the Hawkeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's McNamara. Throws to the back. Makes the grab along the sidelines, but it'll be a little short of the first down.
Guys out in the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
The completion short of the sticks. It's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
That is a tremendous job by the defender on that play because when the ball was thrown, his head was turned around. He was watching the receiver, quickly spun the head, turned his shoulder, located the ball, and then knocked it down.
Ball at the 31, 3rd and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Fires to the tight end. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, it's one thing to have a rivalry game, but when you have 2 longtime foes separated by roughly 100 miles duking it out for the Cy-Hawk trophy, you know emotions tend to run high. Talk about a first half from that dude out of the backfield. He's been a total game changer. And how many top plays moments have we seen on missed tackles alone? Video game moves from one of the shiftiest players in all of college football. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Iowa and Iowa State plays out.
The Hawkeyes will kick it away to start the second half. And here's the return. And the returner is stopped. Iowa State sending the offense back out. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well, because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
How about that last big play? You're backed up, and now you've got it 1st and 10 from the 46. On the ground, it's Hansen. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Quickly out to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Wants to throw on 3rd. Quickly to the tight end. And he'll go down, but he delivered the business end of his stiff arm to that defender on the way. They get the conversion there. He used his size and nice moves to get past the chains.
And I like that. 3rd and short. Find the big fella, the soft hands, make a quick little move, make the completion, get the first down.
The Cyclones look to keep this drive humming. From the gun, running back gets to give. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. To the air, it's Beck. Just a short pass to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see them develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. I was starting to think about what they would do if they didn't pick up the first down here, but I guess that's a moot point now.
Moot point for sure, and the head coach was probably telling them 4-down territory, we're going to kick a field goal, whatever the next decision was going to be, and now the OC's like, don't worry about it. New set of downs, nice execution by this offense.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. It'll be a draw. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. He has been in see-ball, get-ball mode all day, and he is making his mark in this rivalry game, guys.
I'll tell you, he was sick and tired of reading about and hearing about the offenses coming into this one. This guy had his own designs and his own plans. He has been balling, David, all over the field.
Man, it's so fun. A rivalry game, you have so much emotion, so much passion. Well, guess what? You can let that out on defense. And defense, you can fly around, make plays, and he's been doing it all game long.
From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they'd get him on the ground at the 20. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Complete to start this drive. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
After trying the running game, let's see if they do it again on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's McNamara. Fires to the wideout. He makes the catch. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. And the Hawkeyes are in the hurry-up. Gets it out quickly. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Line getting set on second down. They'll run play action. Throws to the tight end. Catch in the middle. It's Lachey. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
Man, the tight ends are one of the most versatile guys in the field, and you see it right here. The play action, they're used to blocking, right? They slip right by the linebackers, slip to the second level, come open, the quarterback finds them in great rhythm.
He's got it on the right. They get him down after he makes the catch. The Hawkeyes look to do some damage in the red zone. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he stopped at the 18. Now on third down after that run. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And the Hawkeyes will keep this drive going.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
The Hawkeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. He's got it on the run. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Love the play call on the RPO. That time the defender bites on the run fake, and that opens up the window for the slant coming in behind it. Nice job.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They move the tight end all over. Here's the handoff. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down marker.
And the Hawkeyes will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Wants to throw. It's McNamara. Gets it to the back. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Hawkeye! No doubt hurting the Hawkeye is feeling it as Iowa seizes control.
Iowa's a team, always, that prides themselves on being the most physical unit on game day, and right now they are pounding Iowa State.
Yeah, and Iowa State's getting that here we go again feeling. They've struggled in this rivalry sometimes they've had, I feel like, better teams or equal teams, but they just haven't found a way to get doubles.
Getting set for the point after.
On for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Taking it the other way. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
As a quarterback, he's got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. That throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. In the red area, it's Johnson. running it in the red zone, imposing their will and picking up 5 down to the 15.
I know the passing game sells, the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll give it to Johnson. Trying to run it in the red zone. He's got 4, and he's down at the 12.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great play by the defense there. And listen, they got to do more of this. Running backs obviously had a lot of success. They got to continue to stop this run game, be physical, and not let this guy beat them.
And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And that lead grows even bigger.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over. And while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Iowa State sending the offense back out. Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers.
Oh, man, the quarterback almost just threw his 2nd interception on as many drives. He's trying to fit that football in there. It gets tipped up in the air. He's lucky that wasn't picked off.
The incompletion brings up a 2nd down. He'll pull it on the read. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets him up to the 24.
Boy, he chews up yards, doesn't he? That was really quick, really decisive. Design quarterback runs are very difficult to stop, and you can tell he's got some ability to make big plays. And thank goodness they got him on the ground and it wasn't a bigger play than it could have been.
Bully ball on 3rd and short. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TF out.
And the Cyclones will call on their punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
To the air, it's McNamara. He's got his man. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the 1st down.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. He's going to pass. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
Man, that's a great example of KYP. Know your personnel. A QB that doesn't run great, trying to get outside the pocket. Nice job by the defense, applying pressure and running him down and getting the huge loss.
Second down now after the sack. He's looking to throw. Finds the tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, it's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Outside the pocket, lets it go. A strike downfield. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
Defense has to do a better job affecting the quarterback, guys, on money downs. Third down, you've got to be able to affect him, and the pass pro that time was just way too good.
The Hawkeyes are moving quickly down the field. The give to the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brings up second down.
Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. Leaves it with the running back. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. Back to throw, it's McNamara. He's got it. Just outside the red zone. If they pick up the first down, they'll spot it at the 22.
Defenses throughout the week study every 3rd down situation. You got to be ready for what they do, how they do it, and then be able to adjust. Great job by the offense so far having success.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got his man on the right. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The play action fake. Got his man quickly. And the Hawkeyes get the first down.
I love when you sell the run like that quarterback did right there. Stuck it in the belly of the running back, pulls it out, runs the play action. Great job of confusing the defense a little bit, making them honor the run, and then throwing the ball in the lanes right behind them.
The Hawkeyes will have it 1st and 10. Power football with the run. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
7-yard line. Second down.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll try the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Yeah, and if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
And the Hawkeyes line it up with a 1st and goal. Scanning the field, it's McNamara. Coming after it. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And that is just what you want. You get a 1st and goal situation defensively, and you can get a sack and get a good loss, put them out of an easy running situation. Nice job by the defense.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's going to the right, looking for a path to the end zone. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
That's why, as a defense, it's so important to win early downs. You win 1st and 2nd down, you set up 3rd and long. Now you can pin your ears back and get after the QB.
And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. And this one splits the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Quick strike complete. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
Dropping back, it's Beck. Spits it out to the back. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the 4th quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. They're trying to get to it. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
The Cyclones will send out the punt unit. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Makes a move. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Iowa has the ball back on offense. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the 2nd half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly, Dave.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
From the gun, the ground game. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
At the 42-yard line. 3rd down coming up.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Trying to get to it. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
And this is why you don't want to get in these situations. 3rd and long, defense knows it's pass. They're playing pass, playing deep. QB has nowhere to go with the football, so he just throws it away.
The Hawkeyes will punt it away on 4th down. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Looking to pass. It's Beck. Fires into traffic. Picked off. Made the play on the pick. Was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
This offense has a 2nd down play. Off the play fake. Grab near the marker. It's Lachey. Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat-fitted in a tight window.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it 1 high safety? Is it 2 high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
To the ground with the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Iowa! And the pummeling has started. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry, get some emotion, get some momentum on your side.
He'll try to tack on one more. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Iowa State sending the offense back out. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Back to throw, it's Beck. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Get it out on the screen. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Caught on the outside, it's Higgins. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the 1st down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
And the Cyclones will line it up on 1st and 10. The aerial assault continues. They're setting up the screen. At midfield, he's got room. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
And that went nowhere fast. And first down is a good time to run a screen, try to catch them being a little bit aggressive and maybe thinking about a little bit of run and making people attack and run downhill. But the screen pass did not fool anybody. Nice discipline by the defense.
Looking to throw, it's Beck. Unloads it left. He's got it. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Listen, QBs and wide receivers got to be on the same page, and you got to know when to throw that curl route. It's got to be on time, right when the wide receiver breaks so the DB can't catch up. Nice job, QB and wide receiver, being on the same page, getting some positive yards.
Going up top on first down. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Iowa State. Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land.
Nice pitch, nice catch, and listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to, and this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker on for the extra point.
Right down the middle. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And the final 34 yards covered by that touchdown pass. Maybe feeling a little better about things. Still a 21-point game as they're set to kick it off. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. The give from the gun. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff to teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. The handoff to Johnson. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards and the football off, set up a good second down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll go to the ground. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Here on 3rd down, will they go back to the running game? They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And the defense had its hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down.
Now, a 4th down.
And the Hawkeyes decide to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They're bringing heat. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Well, they take a shot down the field. It's another incompletion. It's really been that kind of story. This defense has made this guy earn it every single play. Really small windows to throw into. One touchdown pass. That's a little bit surprising. You thought maybe they'd have more in this game.
Looking downfield, it's Beck. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
They'll throw it on first down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, if you could give a helmet sticker to this defensive coaching staff, they would get one because of the plan they've had for this guy at wide receiver. He is one of the best in the entire country with his speed and his athleticism, but they have had a plan for him. Whether it's man coverage, zone, they've been able to double him, they've been able to change up the looks, and they have not been able to get him involved in the game, and that's why they're going to win this one.
Got it in the middle. It's Green. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. The Cyclones are flying down the field. Back to the air one more time. Got a man. It's Green. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Back to pass. It's Beck. It's complete. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. And the Cyclones come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a man. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
On second down, looking to throw. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Touchdown, Cyclones! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
PAT unit on the field. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, Doug. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Crosses the 30, he's got away. Working their way closer and closer, a 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.